Everyone, this is part 193 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions. If you haven't seen this series before and you don't know what I'm talking about, just check the description right down there below. It tells you what you need to know about how you can ask me questions for the series, how I'm answering those questions. All that stuff is listed in the description. Without any further ado, let's get to today's comment, just one comment today. So this comment says, "Hello, I'm Mariana and I am a great fan of your videos." Well, thank you, that means a lot. I wanted to ask you, how did you discover the Riordan verse and Percy Jackson? I discovered it because a friend, barista in Starbucks, recommended it for me because said by his words, my personality is very similar to Annabeth's. Thank you for being you. Sorry if my English is not so good. I am from Chile. Well, hey, thanks. Thanks for commenting still and putting yourself out there to try English because it was pretty good. And that's cool that your personality is similar to Annabeth's. That's a great compliment, honestly. So the way I discovered Percy Jackson, as most of you know, I've said this many times before, but if you haven't seen it before, we'll go over it again. So I'm pretty sure it was in 2010 or 2011, because it was after The Lost Hero came out and before The Son of Neptune came out, which those books came out in 2010 and 2011. So anyway, I got home from school. I had to poop. I went to poop in the bathroom. So I was doing my business. And there was a stool in the bathroom, like a little stool. And on it sat The Lost Hero. And so I had no idea why I was there, but I picked it up randomly, started reading it because I was curious, and I liked it. So I kept reading The Lost Hero. I finished it. And then I talked to my brother about it because I guess my brother had left it there in the bathroom because he was probably reading it while I was pooping. So I talked to my brother afterward, and he was like, "Well, you don't know? There's 5 books before this one. There's 5 books that you should read before this one because, they came out before this one and they're in the same world." And I had no idea what I was talking about, but he told me about the Percy Jackson series. And I can't remember if maybe my school library had them. I think that's what happened. I think my school library had them, either that or I got them from the public library. Either way, I read all 5 of the Percy Jackson books within the next less than a year because when The Son of Neptune came out, I didn't have the money to buy it because I was like 10 years old, so I didn't have the money to buy it. But one of my friends from school bought it. And so he actually let me borrow it after he read it. And it was kind of funny because my brother was also reading it at the same time. I think he also borrowed it from a friend, and he was he was telling me not to spoil it for him because I had already read it. So it's pretty funny. So yeah, that is the long story about how I got into the Percy Jackson world. And now I've read every single book in the world. I've read all the side books. I've read all the main series, all that stuff. It's a great world. I love it. So yeah, that's it for answering today's comments. Go ahead and get in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about my answers, about my story for today. Let me know how you discovered Percy Jackson in the comment section. And I'll see you tomorrow for part 194 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions.